make it.
It's a twisted world we live in. We write 2024, we will fight against it, but we cannot change it. For others our pain gives us pleasure. If you know yourself, listen here, now we're cutting you. It became a distorted world with distorted fashions. This will only make it worse, knowing it is not comforting. It's a twisted world I live in. When I look around how fucked up people have become in those days, the pictures of the street unfold before me. When I leave the house in the morning, selling zombies from a hit bio, from whom the city center recruits. Let them be pipers, sloths, or pros. Most of the time people stumble into such things. Let's talk about the smarties because it doesn't hurt. It's cool with them if they run the elf bar. The 18-year-old chicks who like to do harm at such an age. In today's world it was expected. They've seen more dicks than mamas jam the trees, who has had as many dicks as possible. Not to mention today's fashion. Current men's fashion was worn by women for 30 years back. Or things turned out well, that's why women use scissors and men jump on each other's dicks. The saddest thing is that the media forces this on Netflix. A 16-inch hoop and one guy taking the other off with his mouth. Let's accept that they are different, these prospects, but why do you have to watch this publicly from the age of 16, which is already a lot? I think that should be an example of a man with a woman over the age of 18. If someone is an adult and thinks differently, their decision is allowed. First of all, I think children should have the accepted standards in mind. It's a twisted world we live in. We write 2024, we would fight against it, but we cannot change it. For others our pain gives us pleasure. If you know yourself, listen here, now we're cutting you. It became a distorted world with distorted fashion. This will only make it worse, knowing it is not comforting. We live in a fucked up world, now all norms have been overturned. The world has changed a lot, be careful who you trust. May or corrupt, I form syllables focus on. You have to move with the times because they're replacing Globus like Universe. There are too many platforms and social media, that's why the subconscious brainwashing chemistry works. Unfortunately today's generation is such a series. This is where the upper class travels to get the fucking mafia in their pockets. Their policies to fill our pockets at any cost, that's what this aria is about. Who brings the text and the rhythm, much less the snobbery and the drug mummy. That's why gays have to watch every series on Netflix. This is the biggest mistake in my eyes, but the upper circles will never have that much, so that he doesn't have to pull any kind of immoral shit before you think all is lost. Live in such a way that you only change what you have to and understand. It was his cheese world, it was expanded. They've seen more dicks than mama's jam.